more credit cards, getting more credit cards. That seems to be the game that a lot of people are interested in. They're looking at, hey, how can I utilize this hack to get another credit card? How can I go and get, some way to fill out the application to go get another credit card? And I guess I could say I get it. Like, I admit with a lot of the people that I deal with, they're not in my age group. So probably one of the number one things that people in my age group are looking at is ways not to get into more debt, ways to kind of generate income to be able to look towards retirement, to put themselves in a very good position. But I think that it is my duty, just like any other person who is my age that kind of has their stuff together, is to tell people, either people that are our age, that hey, you need to start thinking about, how you're gonna not carry so much debt and do things to be able to live an easier life when you're getting a lot older, because you may not have as much energy as you do right now. And then definitely for the younger generation is to say that some of the things that you see on these platforms, a lot of that stuff is really fake. A lot of those people, they may even tell you, hey, I have a credit card, I have a platinum card, or I have this card or that card, and it has I have this credit limit and that stuff. And people fall for that stuff, and they're like, this, I see them have it, and I can do it and go out and get it. And even if you're able to go out and get it, what are you going to do with it? And that's what I want to talk about with this video. Uh, Among other issues that people have with credit is that one of the ones that I've seen like a huge increase of, is that people who have pretty good jobs, they're good jobs, and they're jumping into business opportunities to make money. And there's nothing wrong with that. And what's happening is there's individuals that are getting them to take loans, and then the businesses don't make it, and then all of a sudden they're saddled with a huge amount of debt. And I'm also seeing that with younger people just going out there and just stacking up, card after card after card after card after card, and not understanding that this is how debt catches up with you. If you have too much debt against how much income you're making, regardless if it's from working somewhere or business, those two will end up meeting with each other at some point. And so when we start to see clients, either people with good paying jobs where they've just overused their credit and they have too many payments, and it's just where they just can't make it anymore by paying off that debt, paying on that debt, not even paying at all, just paying the minimums on that debt, or from people who are just went crazy and got too many credit cards and they're just upside down, totally upside down. And so what I want to do in this video is kind of get you thinking on the decisions that you make. I know not too many people are gonna, maybe I might be wrong about this, but maybe won't like this video because they're gonna be like, you're like the parent telling us what to do. Well, this is something that you need to understand, is that one day you're gonna give advice to people. One day somebody is gonna ask you advice. And are you going to want them to say, well, you're just like the parent. You're just like the parent. Or are you going to want them to kind of listen to you because you've maybe went through it and you want to help save them from going through it? That when with the credit repair shop, I recently had an aha moment with all of this stuff that I do to help people, is that on a level, number one is to help people. But number two on there is avoiding pain. When I make videos like this, it's about helping people avoid future pain. Because there's nothing worse on a financial level than making money and just giving it away to bills. Like you get your paycheck and it's already spent on bills. So really, what are you working for? Are you just working to pay bills? Like you have no room. And when you have no room, what starts to happen? You get tired. You get frustrated. You have no energy. You know, maybe you not able to do things with your family, or to do things with your family, you got to go into debt. That is not the type of life that you've probably pictured for yourself and your family. And definitely, you know that at some point you're going to just burn out. And that's what a lot of people do. So like I'll get emails from people, or we'll get calls in the office, and they'll say, I'm making all my payments. I'm making all of the minimums on my payments, but I just can't do it anymore. I just can't do it anymore. Well, what is the root cause of a lot of that stuff happening? Is that people see this card, that card, go to a department store. Hey, you want to get this card to get that discount? Don't worry about it. You can pay it off at the end of the month. All of that stuff starts to add up. And then all of a sudden, people from that little video that they watch, or that going into that department store, another card's presented to them. They think of it, hey, I got access to more cash, but they never look at what they're actually doing, which is they're adding more debt. So think about it this way. Whenever you're looking at adding a credit card, whenever you're looking at some credit card hack or whatever they want to call it, you need to come to the realization in your own mind that, is this going to serve you or is it going to hurt you? Because, you know, and I don't like using the word hurt, but when the end result of the stuff that happens when people start to do all of these different things is that they get hurt. And I think that, I'm just going to say it, a lot of the people that are making videos, that are pushing stuff out on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, all these places, they don't even have what they're telling you to go out and get. Like, think about it that way, because if they did, they would be very, very careful about presenting that information to you, because everybody's on a different level and they may not be ready to take on that type of responsibility. It should be more about, hey, you got to be responsible with cards. You got to understand that when you're getting these credit cards, that you're adding on debt. You're going to have more debt to service. How are you going to service that debt? Is this a good decision? And then when you understand that side, then it can help you make better decisions on the other side. So I just wanted to make this video. Please like, please share, please post your questions and comments. Tell me about the different credit cards that you've got. Tell me, are you having a hard time servicing those credit cards? And what I mean by that is that when you make your money, regardless of where you're making it, it seems like it's all going into paying that credit card debt. Thank you for your time. If you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch the video, what makes us different, so you can see my 8-point validation process, my two-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website, your3scores.com, to grab your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian credit reports and all 3 scores. If you have debt collectors coming after you, grab my 3-pack of letters. Statute of limitations letters for debt that is past the legal statute of limitations to collect. Cease and desist collection activities letter for debt that is not past the legal statute of limitations, but you want to challenge them to make sure they have all the appropriate paperwork to come after you for that debt, and then a debt validation letter to go back and forth just in case they respond and they don't stop. Thank you for your time. This is Stephen A. Williams, President and Founder